Good evening, HeirofCarthage here. How are you all doing? Just wanted to start things off. Again, as usual, thank MSI for having supported the build that I'm able to record this with. And if you see the logo down in the bottom right hand and you like the video, please feel free to subscribe. Appreciate you watching. It helps me a lot. Appreciate all of you for viewing and hope you are enjoying the videos. I love making them for you, and I've got another fun one here for you. This is going to be Dwarves versus Greenskins. The Dwarf army is going to be pretty fun, I think, based on what I'm seeing. So we've got a Lord here for the Dwarves. Let's see, any special abilities here? Not really anything. Well, he does have some of those extra runes buffing him from the Runesmith. So the Runesmith is ready to support. I've got 2 Thunders. I see a Slayer. 2 Slayers. Longbeards. Ironbreakers, huh? So there's 2 Longbeards and an Ironbreaker. 2 Longbeards in the thinner, an Ironbreaker on each flank, a Thane on each flank, Longbeards, Slayers. So pretty small dwarf army by all accounts. And let's see what they're facing. They've got Grimgore over here. And, ooh, see lots of nasties. Black Orcs, Biggins in the center, and some Orc boys as well. So a couple of Biggins, couple boys. Yeah, looks like 2 Biggins and maybe 3 boys. Black Orcs, and then there is a Orc Error Boys, 2 of them over here, and then a Orc Boar Chariot. The Chariot might be kind of hard for the stunties to deal with, unless they can hit it with missiles. The Thanes are rocking a single healing potion, that one is. Same thing here, single healing potion. But the buffs of the Runesmith are going to make the center line for the Dwarfs here considerably stronger. Never hurts having that Runesmith around. So let's see how the Dwarves are able to handle it. The Greenskins are set up to rush because, well, their Error Boys are way off to the flank. But if they're going to be rushing, the Greenskins are in far too deep of a formation. They're going to want to surround the Dwarf army, and I would probably recommend using like 1 or 2 meat shield units up the center, Black Orcs up the center, and then flank around with the rest of the units. Orc infantry has the unfortunate side of being rather slow. Grimgore is just freaking eating it here from the Thunders. He really needs to get away from this. If he stands here for too long, those Thunders are going to fill him so full of holes that not even all the teeth he has snatched will save him. But the Thunders changed their target. They're going to start picking at some of the Black Orcs. Apparently unconcerned with Grimgore at the moment. So let's see what happens. Here comes the Greenskin line. The Biggins now taking some shots. The Black Orcs have taken some damage. Several units taking some pretty decent damage so far. Not a ton of kills for the Thunders, but they're dishing out some hit point damage. The Ironbreakers have blasting charges, and Grimgore's asking to get a face full of them in his current position. Let's see if they actually fire at will. Pretty soon we should have blasting charges inbound. I don't know if there's like a line of sight thing. Let's see what happens. Looks like the Greenskins are trying to move up from the flank. I see the Chariot moving in from the flank, but there's Thunderers positioned to fire at it. And they hit it. They're going to do some pretty bad damage to it. Some severe damage to it, more like. So Grimgore's leading his Black Orcs. Black Orcs over here are going to get absolutely fried by the blasting charges. Pretty nasty, and after all that damage, the Ironbreakers will be kind of hard to break. I mean, this is a lot of Black Orcs, but with the support of the Runesmith and the Thanes and the Dwarf Lord, should be able to do some damage. The Slayers are over here engaging the Chariot. The Chariot's bogged down, being shot at by Thunders. Let's see, over here we got the Longbeards facing Black Orcs. Let's just kind of take a look at this. We got the Thane right here up front. Woo! More blasting charges there. The blasting charges just keep coming over here. So the Orcs have been held on each flank. Oh, look at this. Perfect angle for the Thunders right here into the flank of this Black Orc. They're going to shred this unit. It's just not going to be able to do the damage fast enough. The Runesmith buffing all these guys. We got Stand Your Ground, Rune of Negation. So the Runesmith doing a huge job to buff up all the Dwarf infantry. They're going to be very, very tough to break. The Thanes are going to be causing a lot of damage. Grimgore is doing just fine for now. He's engaged by the Dwarf Lord, though. Let's see here. Yeah, the Thunder is just kind of slowly picking apart the flank of these Black Orcs. It's kind of a nice move to stagger that flank a little bit so that whatever unit comes there, the Thunderers just can go open season on them. And without the cavalry, the Greenskins have probably less mobility than the Dwarfs, all things considered. And so the Dwarves are going to sit here with these Thunderers and cause some extraordinary damage. Let's take a look for some of the... where's some of the main characters in this fight? Okay, looks like it's all going down over here. Grimgor being assaulted by Slayers. I don't know how Slayers stack up in this fight against Biggins routing, though. Let's see. The Slayers won't break. They have 26 kills so far, but ooh, now when it's just Slayers and a Runesmith, yeah, Grimgor's in bad shape here. There's a lot of decent infantry and some heroes and everything pounding away at him. He's definitely going to be suffering. So Grimgor is definitely going to meet his match in this fight. He's dropping very quickly, and the Orc army as a whole is starting to drop pretty quickly. And this flank wrapped up as expected because the Thunder's picking away at Black Orcs. Same thing over here. Getting all these kills on Black Orcs, being good against armor, it's just, look at that. Grimgor's gone, and the rest of the Greenskins take off running. So nice use to Thunderers there by Devex, or whatever his name is here. So yeah, he's the one that submitted the replay, and really nice kills on the Slayers here. Guess I wish I would have seen that a little bit closer. So pretty fun Dwarf army here. What would he have been able to do if there was Dwarf cavalry? He did have the Slayers, and they're about the only unit that has a bonus versus large. He's got Thanes and other stuff that can actually, for at least a little time, they can hold down a whole Orc unit. So they can be helpful if you had to transfer other infantry to help in the back lines. The Iron Breakers, not a ton of kills here, but the damage dished by the blasting charges and then the sheer defensive nature of these troops to hold out. And that was a considerable number of Black Orcs. There was 4 of them there. So 4 Black Orcs, that's a lot. And then Grimgor as well. That's a lot of potential melee power here. I think the Error Boys were a waste. I don't mind the pick of the Orc Boar Chariot. I think that this could have potentially been useful for the Greenskins, but it got itself shot too early, and obviously the Slayers are going to be a tough counter. The Chariot would have to hit them and just plow on through successfully in order to be able to do much. The Orc Boys... Honestly, there's no reason to bring these guys in a fight versus the Dwarfs. I mean, if you can get them around the flank, maybe, but they are so poorly matched against Dwarf units. Their leadership is quite low, and their stats are pretty crappy. I mean, unless you're using a Goblin Shaman to give these guys some buffs, not going to do a whole lot of good, and I think you would be better served to have spent that money on a cavalry unit or so, since the Orc player really wasn't able to outflank. Otherwise, even some Wolf Riders here could have been trying to annoy the Thunderers, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm not sure that the Greenskin army was real well picked to take this out. What do you all think? How do you think the Greenskin player could have improved versus the Dwarfs here? What did you like about the Dwarf build? Give me your thoughts in the comments. Hope you all enjoyed it. HeirofCarthage signing out.